In just 30 days, I made $1,072.50. And that is from 2 clients. One client paid me $45 an hour, while the other one paid me $65 an hour. Plus there were some fees which got deducted from that. And I also had one client from Instagram who paid me $300 for a project. In total, I sent 17 high quality emails, and those really did nothing for me. So for all the people out there who are trying to do cold email by writing high quality emails before you reach out to them, I would suggest not doing that based off of my experience. What's worked really well for me is just sending direct to the point cold DMs on Instagram, offering to do a free service, and in my case I offered to do a free ad for them just so that they could test it against their control and see if my ad performed better than their current ad. And that worked really well for me. I sent over 500 cold DMs. On average, my reply rate was about 10%, and that was how I was able to get my first client, which was $300. But I really don't want to take that much time talking about the first month copywriting. I know that was the title of this video and that it's kind of the conclusion to this challenge that I did, but I don't have much to say. You guys already know everything. I got the goal. It was super awesome, and I really want to talk more about what I'm doing moving forward. If you want to know exactly what I've done and you haven't seen my channel at all, you can watch my first 3 videos to see step by step how I've learned, how I failed, and how I got to where I am today. But since I haven't been very good at making videos every week, it's honestly been a couple of weeks already since I made my last video, and so I want to do an update on where I'm at and on what my goals are for the month of October. So that being said, I'm going to dive into my goals for October, and I'm going to share where I'm already at and why I think I can still hit the number that I'm trying to go for. So my goal for October is to make $5,000 from copywriting. Now I know that might seem like a massive jump going from $1,000 to $5,000 in a single month, but I've already made $2,065 up until this point, and we're only 10 days in. $565 has come from Upwork so far. The other $1,500 actually came from my client that I closed, who I did a project for him last month, and that's the guy that paid me $300. He really liked my work. He wanted to keep working with me, and so I closed him on a monthly retainer for $1,500, which was a massive win for me. So from there, I really just am hoping that my Upwork clients will help make me to $3,000 or $3,500, maybe even $4,000 this month, and that I can close 1 or 2 more clients, and then that will help me get my $5,000 goal. So let me break down everything for you, my little steps that I plan on making to make the big goals happen, and we're going to start with outreaches. So for this month, I plan on doing 1,600 outreaches, which is about an average of 50 a day. And as of right now, I have done 235 outreaches. And because I get about a 10% response rate, I'm guessing I'll get around 160 people to reply, but I want it to be on the conservative side, and so my goal is to send 100 ad samples to whoever is interested in getting some free work for them. And from the 100 ad samples, my goal is to get 6 paid projects. I've just noticed that a lot of the time people don't want to work month to month immediately. They usually want to do a small paid project, and I'm hoping that I can take that from being a paid project into a full-time client. Which leads to me having the goal of having 5 clients on a month-to-month retainer at the end of this month. I consider my Upwork clients a month-to-month retainer, even though they're paid hourly, but it's really consistent work, and so I do think it will continue for a long term. So I have 2 Upwork clients, my 1 Instagram client that I've gotten, and I would love to have 2 more. If all goes well on that side, I am very confident that I will make $5,000 in the month of October with my freelance business. Now, a quick update on how I do everything that I have been doing. I've mentioned AI a lot over the last couple of videos, and I cannot rave about it enough. You guys, I use Claude every day so many times, and it really helps me work way more efficiently, effectively, and bringing quality results. As of right now, I have 10 projects in Claude that I am constantly referring to. And if you didn't watch my last video, a project is basically a storage hub of information within Claude. And so for me, in my case, for each of my clients, or any project even that I'm working for a client, and I know I'm saying project a lot, hopefully this isn't confusing, but for every basically scenario that I have to copyright for, I create a project for, and I upload information into that project. It's basically like training Claude how to copyright for that specific instance or a scenario. And so with my 10 different projects, I'm able to do copywriting outreach effectively, write in the tone or voice or brand voice of my clients, because I upload that information into the project and it's able to spit out copy accordingly. For email copywriting for my clients, if I do landing page copy for my clients, for supplements that I've been writing for one of my clients, for articles for Forbes or Inc. type blog posts, all of that stuff is basically a project for me in Claude where I upload information, I train it, and then it helps me write way more effectively and efficiently. Now, of course, Claude does not replace me as a copywriter. I still do a lot of work to edit and modify that to make it really good, but it is really good at getting the brunt workload done, and then you make the tweaks that you need to make it highly converting and effective. So let's go into talking about prompts. As of right now, I have 9 prompts saved, and I'm slowly building my own storage database or swipe files of prompts that work effectively for me. And what I mean by that is I have these different prompts that I copy and paste in Claude that are able to spit out really, really good information for what I specifically need. For example, when I have a client that is interested in me running an ad for them, I have a prompt where I take their current ad or the current copy on their landing page and I put it into Claude with this prompt. And so the prompt basically just says, hey, referring to strategy X, Y, and Z, or there's a lot of different strategies that I have uploaded into this specific Claude project. And so this prompt is referring to the database of information that is already in that project or brain, and it's able to spit out amazing copy from that. So again, in a nutshell, how this works is I have Claude, which has projects, and the projects are kind of like the brain. And then I have the prompts, and the prompts are, when used effectively, what basically refer to the brain to write the copy for a specific client. So it's kind of like a little bit of a triangle effect. I have the brain, I have the prompts, and the only variable that's changing consistently is the information about my client. So my prompt says, referring to this hub of information, I want you to rewrite my client's information in a way that is effective using the strategies in the brain. And that's pretty much how it works in a nutshell. It's very simple, and it's super, super effective. It's very copy and paste, and this has allowed me to really get a lot of work done a lot more quickly and efficiently and effectively. I can't talk enough about it. I'm sorry if I'm getting repetitive. It's just so amazing. Anyways, that's pretty much it for now. I will try and make more videos going over my day-to-day journey of what I'm doing, what I'm learning, because there's a lot to it, but I have just been so busy having my full-time job and a couple clients that I'm working for on the side that making YouTube videos has been quite difficult. However, I really, really am so grateful for the support I've already gotten from my few subscribers that I have, and I hope that these videos continue to help and motivate and encourage you guys to not give up and keep going, because this really does work.